5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good morning, Misfits. It is Fuck You Friday. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You know what I need? That's what we need. We need what I have this mixer thing here that I still don't know how to use, even though one of my awesome followers donated, I think it was $100 so that I could get a new mixer. And the mixer actually still doesn't really work because it has to be it has to be running on internal battery. So I have to unplug it when I do the show and then plug it back in at the end of the show. And if I have ADD and forget, I'll show up the next morning and it'll be completely dead and I can't use it. But there are these like buttons on it that you can upload like sound bites and shit. And we should do one that's like, fuck you, like the CeeLo Green thing. That would, yeah. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm retarded. I've been working my fucking ass off, which is why we don't have the show on a regular schedule anymore. We do it when we can. It's still going to be 7 a.m. when I can do it, but it's really going to be sporadic moving forward because I have so much work and I'm overloaded. However, I think that what I want to do with the show is I got some good guests that either are coming on or I might be able to book, and I might just try to move towards that to fill in. I'm not sure if I want to go pre-recorded because I know other people they do like they just upload their shows whenever, and so again, like I've made the decision that I like my job. I don't want to. Well, it's not that I don't want to do this for a living. It's more like I'm just cautious about doing this for a living because I've seen what happens to people who do this for a living. It's kind of like being like, all right, I want to be an actor, but I don't want to deal with Hollywood. Does that make sense to anybody? Because that's basically what the social media influencer, podcaster, commentator space has become. It's filled with fake fucks, and I am not one of them. Right? It's so not only do I I don't have sponsors for this. AP Unfiltered. Wait, I have a real job. I have a real fucking job. Actually, hold on. I don't care. I've already been, doxed on this so many times, so I'm sure that these fuckers are gonna try to go, wait, what did I just do? Hold on. Window capture. Display capture. Window capture. Oh, I should probably... Yeah, that's why. I have to pull up the actual thing. Technical difficulties, the unofficial name of the show. Anyway, there we go. So, I'll show you what my real job is for those of you that don't know, in case you missed it. Here. I'm just putting in my website. This is what I do for a living. I am in remodeling. This is a bathroom I did with this handmade green tile. I actually love this tile. I got shit on so much from the haters because this tile is literally handmade. It's not handmade like fake handmade. It's handmade. This is a very expensive tile, which means it's all different sizes. Everything's the variance on it is crazy, so you can't get straight lines. But that's the look. Here's a shower I did where I do these designs and creations with my customers. They ask me if I can design something cool. So I did this thin panel mixed with a faux wood tile, and then I split the bench. Did that custom. Here's a kitchen I did, pretty basic, but looks great, subway tile. And I did the shiplap on the island. This is a shower I did. I do custom carpentry. I do it all. I'm really good. I'm really good at my job. The only reason I can't do my job, well, I can do my job well, but I am old. This is a young man's game. I need to hire out my demo because I am just here's another picture of that handmade green tile. I think it looks beautiful. I did this custom linear drain on the floor. This is a fucking this is a $10,000 mosaic. That is 8 feet by 15 feet. This is a custom travertine Egyptian mosaic. All of this stuff is if I fucked it up, I would have been screwed. This is a bathroom I did at the Allstat Brewery. I did the whole Allstat Brewery in Fredericksburg, Texas. This is a custom design that I drew and came up with this pebble scribe integrated into porcelain tile. Built a sauna, built that custom table with the vessel sinks. I did this 3-dimensional bench. I created this. I've never seen anybody do this before. 3-dimensional bench. I am really good. So, the reason I bring that up is not only do I not want to become a fake cunt who is susceptible to audience capture, because my job will be dependent on my viewers, because my viewers will dictate my income, right? It's more of like a temptation thing. I don't want to get into a situation where I'm tempted to be fake. I don't. The reason why I can say whatever the fuck I want is because I am not incentivized to say anything else, right? The X Creator Fund, I get a few $100s a week. That's DoorDash money to me, all right? I make a lot of money doing that fucking remodeling shit. So I don't have any sponsors for the show. Actually, I think we will be getting maybe our first sponsor. Might. We're in talks. This is Patriot Pouch, so give them a free plug, but they sent me these, right? I'm not gonna lie, I think the Alp pouches are good, right? Tucker Carlson's brand. I can't get behind it. I can't bring myself to buy the pouches. I mean, it's basically just like a principle thing, because he's just so fucking awful. Same thing with Zinn. Zinn is owned by the woke left. Alp is owned by the woke right. So I just sort of like really stopped doing the pouches kind of out of principle. But I do want to quit the vape, even though you see me token on this thing all the time. But Patriot Pouch, they reached out to me, and these are amazing. They're the flavor, they're great. They're great pouches. So if you want to, do the nicotine pouches, but you don't want to give your money to the woke right or the woke left, then give these guys a try. Can't remember if it's patriotpouch.com or whatever, but if they do become a sponsor, we'll get a promo code, we'll get their website, we'll get a little, lower third and everything, and we'll do an ad. I don't mind taking sponsors, but again, I don't want to become part of this gross machine that has become the social media influencer class. And I'm not saying that everybody is in it, right? There are some people that have done an amazing job of not becoming fake cunts. AP Unfiltered's in here, say there are people that I think that Sean Farish he's on LFA TV. He does ad reads all the time, and I can guarantee you, he believes everything he's saying, and he's doing the right thing, and he's one of the people you should listen to. So the reason why I'm saying that I don't want to, it's not that I don't trust myself. It's that when you reach a certain point, you're going to have some decisions to make. I think that Charlie Kirk is a prime example of what happens when you become so big that you're emboldened to your donors, right? Like, I mean, the text messages that were leaked out after his death where he was talking about Jewish donors, right? Everybody wanted to use that and weaponize it against him as like he was turning on the Jews. He wasn't, right? It was completely out of context. What he was saying was, he was like, okay, I want to have Tucker Carlson on, right? And I don't think that Charlie Kirk saw the real Tucker Carlson. I think the real Tucker Carlson came out after Charlie's death. And I think that if Charlie was, seeing his behavior since then, I don't think that he would still be having him on. I don't think Tucker Carlson will even be doing TP USA events again. I think that they're getting a handle on this. I think that they're recognizing the woke right. But Charlie was saying like, a Jewish donor just pulled out $1 million. They fit into all the stereotypes, right? And then that gets clipped and everything like that. And it's a problem, is all I'm saying, right? When you make your business model reliant on other people that you have to please because they give you money, that they pay your bills, right? You have to please them. You will be incentivized to please them. Subconsciously, consciously, it's not like you're throwing away your morals. It's something that I don't want to tempt, right? I don't want to even go down that road. However, I also, I really can't do the fucking, construction business forever. I'm falling apart already. So we got to figure out a way to do that, right? Where I'll deal with it where if I feel myself going down that road, I know that I can, dip out at any time. But yes, I will be taking sponsors. I'm going to be working with Patriot Tactical. That's going to be coming up. I believe I'll be doing something with them. Maybe they'll be a sponsor too, And not going to lie, money does incentivize people. So, like I said, right now, I only do the show when I can, right? Like, I have to do my job. I have to go make money out in the real world. So if I wake up 30 minutes past my alarm, the show goes, I don't do the show, right? If I wake up early enough and I get all of my stuff done, make your breakfast, brush your teeth, take a shower, all the stuff. And then if I do all of that and it is before 7 a.m., I will do the show. If I do all of that and it is after 7 a.m., I don't do the show. That's how the rule goes. It's priorities. Now, we'll talk about this. Somebody in the chat was saying Trump posting Obama being his monkey. We'll talk about that. That's fake news, kind of. We'll get to it. But anyway, to wrap this up, what I'm trying to do is change the lead by example and change this movement. That's why I call out the grifters. That's why I call out the people who, and it might look like drama, but it's actually really important to kick these people out of the fucking tent. The people who are making us, look ridiculous, and we're losing credibility because of it. But anyway, let's actually get to this, because this is, it's I don't know if Trump, I'm pretty sure Trump got trolled. I highly doubt, even though it's Trump might have posted something like this, but when you actually watch the video, it's probably not what you think. So, where is that? Let me move this over, get it out of the way of the camera. Okay. So, where is it? Okay. So, this is what Star Spangled Savage is talking about in the chat, right? Trump posted a video, and in the video, there was this image, right, with Barack and Michelle Obama looking like monkeys. Now, Terrence Williams has said Trump didn't post this monkey video. It's not on his page. Wrong. It was on his page, and it has been deleted. But This is the actual video. Let's watch it. And tell me if you think he did this on purpose.
These were all where the software, Dominion machines, ESNS machines were used, the Smartmatic, the GEMS software. So when the vote stopped counting, and this has been
this is the video, by the way,
countries as well, President Trump was significantly ahead. When reporting and counting resumed, there was a massive spike occurred. That
this is a 1 minute video. This is starting halfway through. Right there. Okay. They snuck it, and look, Xerias. Xerias. Hold on, let's find that out. Xerias dash. Let's see if this is Pepe Trump. God first. Trump fighter jet poop guy. So it's definitely a troll. It's literally Pepe the Frog. It's a troll. And I'm not sure if he did this intentionally to hurt Trump. LMAO. Last night, President Trump posted a video where one of my old clips appears at the very end. You fucking idiot. You absolute fuck. You're supposed to troll the left, you fucking idiot. You post it. You're proud of this. This is what I am fucking talking about. With audience capture and sensationalism and fucking and just absolute. Are we fucking stupid? Are we not taking this shit seriously? Because I don't know. This is not a fucking game. All right? Like, it's really not a fucking game, and people are acting like it's a fucking game. Look, I'm all about, like, you know, adding in comedy and adding in, you know, levity and shit to bring in attention and get engagement so people put eyes on you so you can deliver a message. But, dude, if this is fucking friendly fire, you idiot. Oh, by the way, if you guys can, go over here and donate to my buddy's mom. She's going through some tough times, you know, lost her dog, has medical problems. I put in $100 from, you know, the Cardinal Fund. We all know about the Cardinal Fund. My mom got sick, and there was like, you know, $8,000, $9,000 left over. I think I looked at it last time. It was around $8,500. So I'm putting money in to random causes with that. This is just $100 out of it, but I really want to create an actual charity with that money, and it's on the list. The money isn't going anywhere, trust me. I'm not spending it. But anyway, back to this, right? We'll get to that. Where's the Viva Frey thing? Where is the Viva Frey fucking thing? You fucking stupid cunt. You like unfollowed me over this. You snowflake. You stupid cunt. You fucking snowflake. Fuck you, Viva. Fuck you, Friday. Fuck you. So fucking stupid. You people are just not taking this seriously. That's the problem. We're not taking this seriously. Okay, let's go to his first comment. Okay. Here's my post, okay? Tell me if you are triggered by this post. If you are triggered, unfollow me, right? Because I need winners in my circle. I need warriors for this fucking fight, right? I do not need sensitive people who get triggered by aggressive language or tough love or whatever. Get the fuck out of my circle if this triggers you. Dear MAGA, get on this level. Want to win the midterms? Shut the fuck up about the Epstein files and work on your fucking ground game. Look at what Sean Farish is doing. Look at what I'm doing. I'm going after Massey. He's talking about special elections. This is Sean. Do you know about the special election coming up in Georgia's 14th district? Arm yourselves with information. This is the message. It's not Epstein files. That's a distraction. It's not Israel. It's not foreign policy. Treat the midterms like you treated the 2024 presidential election, where you were terrified that Kamala Harris would win and turn this country into a socialist shithole. You think because Donald Trump is in office, we've won? We're in the first fucking quarter, dude. This game is far from over. You are acting like you do not care about winning. You're getting distracted. You're falling for psyops. Anyway, this apparently triggered Viva Frey. Want to win the midterms? Shut the fuck up and do what I say. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's called advice. Do you want to win? Here's how. Shut the fuck up and do what I say. I see no problem with this. You don't have to. You can ignore my advice, right? But anyway, this is truly how you persuade people to support you. It's almost like you think they don't need to earn your vote. They only need to browbeat it out of you. Great strategy. Okay, I'm not running for office, right? So I'm not trying to earn anybody's vote. I'm telling you how to win, right? If you want a friend, get a fucking dog. I love that quote from Dan Bongino. I added the fucking, right? This is a PG-18 page. If you want a friend, get a fucking dog. I'm not here to be friends with any of you. Not one. I have made friends. I would welcome friends, but I'm not here to make friends. If I wanted to make friends, I'd be more friendly. I'm not here to win hearts and minds. I'm not running for office. I'm telling you how to win, and I don't have time to sugarcoat it. We have a country to save. I'm pretty sure me telling people to stop being distracted by a psyop and focus on ground game is the right message. Mi Viva, you're such a hero. If you want to know why Republicans might lose the midterms, it's precisely because of this level of entitlement and abuse. Congrats, you're so brave. We have the same objective. You're just an idiot about it. Okay. Again, you sound vaccinated. Clutching pearls over mean tweets is precisely how the left lost to Trump. If you think I'm being abusive with words, right? We're in a fucking war. And this is what I mean. You people are not taking this seriously. Not all of you, not my followers, not the people that listen to me. You people is the proverbial people that aren't taking this seriously. Dude, they shot Charlie Kirk in the fucking neck on live TV. They celebrated it. They tried to kill Donald Trump twice. They tried to throw him in jail. They're trying to dox ICE agents. They're doxing me. They're calling me a pedophile. They're trying to get me killed. You're worried about my fucking language? You're worried about my mean tweets? You apparently do not take this as seriously as I do. You are not mad enough. I am. Think I fucking care about hurting your fucking feelings? Fuck your feelings. We have a country to save. Fucking, you want to work? You want to fucking deliver this fucking perfectly palatable just message wrapped in sunshine and rainbows to your audience? Cool. You do that. Right? You fucking rearranging the fucking furniture on the Titanic. Good job. Go. You go do that. I'm going to be the one sounding the fucking alarm. And I'm not going to worry about whose fucking feelings I hurt when I do it. Think Paul Revere was like, oh, you know what? The British are coming, but I don't want to wake anybody up. You know, like, so we'll just try to deliver this message quietly. I'll go knock on each door. No, he was like, wake up, you fucking morons. Fuck, man. Why don't people realize that the left, they want you dead. This isn't like we're in a place right now. There's an old saying, the right thinks the left are people with bad ideas, and the left thinks the right are bad people with ideas, right? We are at a point now where I think the left are bad people with ideas. And you need to get on that fucking level, because they are not pulling punches. They are not playing by the rules. They are not worried about their language. They are not worried about your delicate fucking sensibilities anymore. They never were. You want to win this war? You better become a fucking warrior. Stupid fucking cunt. Feelings. Message. Fuck you. I'm fucking, you know, I like Viva. I do. I think he's misguided at best. I don't think that Viva is necessarily nefarious, right? I really don't. I'm not just, kissing his ass here, clearly. But he's wrong about a lot. I mean, he like defended Andrew Tate. He's hypocritical in various ways. But here's the deal, right? Look, he's just obsessed with the Epstein files. He's going to constantly post about it because it's getting him attention. It's audience capture. And I told everybody to shut the fuck up about the Epstein files. He took it personally, and he made it about him. So he got triggered, and that's why he called me out. But I bet you I could scroll less than a few days back and find something that he's retarded about. Let's see here. Are you aware that... I'm not gonna go down a rabbit hole, but I think that there's a general consensus from people in the community that Viva Frey does not bat 1,000, right? Nobody does, but he doesn't bat 300 sometimes. Look, this is what we're dealing with, guys.
Lewandowski.
This is what we're dealing with. We are dealing with people like Nick Fuentes, who Viva Frey probably is fine with, right? You know what? Actually, hold on. Let's bookmark that so we don't lose it. Let's go back. Oh, let's go back. You motherfucker. I swear to fucking God. I swear to fucking God, Viva. If I find you simping out for Nick Fuentes on this while coming at me for my fucking language, we're going to have a problem. Huh. Right from we'll make the DEI claiming that you're not free speech. Okay, hold on. Maybe I could be wrong. Okay, you know what? I'm pleasantly surprised so far. It looks like he is not a Nick Fuentes fan. Okay? Looks like I'm happy about this. I'm happy about the consistency. Looks like Viva Frey is not one of the... Oh, wait, hold on. Nah, I wouldn't say that this is praise. Okay. Fine. I'll give you that. Although you have talked to Jake Lang, and he's pretty much Nick Fuentes. All right. Let's get back to what I was saying. Sorry. Here's Nick Fuentes talking about how he can't wait for the Democrats to win. Look how giddy he is, right? This is what we're dealing with. This is the information war that we're in. And anyone who's worried about my fucking language needs to take a pill.
I cannot wait for the Democrats to take the House.
Hold on. Stop. Think about what he just said. Right? we are all I would say almost every MAGA, 100% of true MAGA Republicans are terrified of Democrats taking the House, right? Every one of them. America first, true America first patriots are terrified of Democrats taking the House because we are all in agreement that the Democrats have become a socialist, Marxist cult who is intent on destroying the country. Nick Fuentes cannot wait until they have power again. That's just the first 7 seconds of this fucking video. I haven't watched it.
And investigate Kristi Noem, Lauren, and Corey Lewandowski, and they find so much corruption.
Yeah, can't wait for the Democrats to weaponize the government against people in the Trump administration and, quote, find corruption. He can't wait for this.
It's going to make the impeachments during Trump 1 look like a joke.
He wants Trump impeached again. Wow. Okay.
All that stuff about Paul Manafort and the business documents and the Ukrainian phone call. The corruption that they will discover when the Democrats are in the House, it's going to make all that stuff look like a joke.
Look, you understand he's not saying the Democrats are going to make it up. The Democrats are not going to weaponize the government. Like the first impeachment was completely made up, right? Like Trump literally said, can you do us a favor? It was a perfect phone call. Like it really was all made up, right? Second impeachment, same thing. He's saying that they're going to find real evidence, even though their track record is making it up, right? He can't wait for that.
And they're just going to keep stacking it up on top of Vance. We're going to be in our war with Iran. The Middle East is going to be a mess.
He can't wait for this. He wants a war with Iran. He wants the Middle East to fall apart. He can't wait for the Democrats to do all of this. You know why? Democrats hate Israel. They hate Jews. Democrats hate Bibi Netanyahu because Bibi Netanyahu is Trump. Okay.
The economy is going to be a mess. The Trump administration is corrupt. He might even be impeached.
Can't wait for this.
You are fucked.
We
are not going to bail you out. So
hold on. You are fucked, and we are not going to bail you out. Who's you and who's we? What side is Nick Fuentes on? Because it's not America first. I think there's a reason why his hat is blue. Right? I'm pretty sure that wasn't an accident. Right? Look, just like Thomas Massey, Tucker Carlson, right? Just like all of the Islam simps, the woke right people, they are not on America's side. Like, they actively and consistently talk about policies and ideals that will destroy the foundational principles of America. Right? They simp for Islam. They attack anyone who disagrees with them. They dogs, like they use propaganda. They are the left. I'm going to get to a screenshot of somebody from the Young Republicans. I mean, he just calls himself Young Republican, but let's keep going with this. We're a minute in, but I think this will be eye-opening for people. I don't think that many people left don't understand that this is Nick Fuentes, but at the same time, you have to highlight this over and over again, because what Nick Fuentes does is he has two personas, and he'll make a video like this, and then he'll make a video that's a lot more moderate and a lot more tame, and then he'll highlight that. So if anybody calls him out, he'll be like, I didn't mean that. Look at this as well. Also what I said.
Sorry, 2026, I'm telling people to stay home. You know what my message is in 2026? Stay home.
Yeah, so Republicans that stay home elect Democrats. He's telling people not to vote because he knows that that is a strategy that will put the Democrats back in power. America first. America first. I can't wait for the Democrats to win because I'm America first. I can't wait for communist, Marxist, Islamists to take over the country because I'm America first. Huh?
We got to vote to get back on track. Fuck you. And
No. Fuck you. It's Fuck You Friday. Fuck you. You don't get to steal my Fuck You Friday. It's Fuck You Friday. It is Fuck You Friday.
I like the guy. It's not directed at him, but that sentiment, we got to get everybody back on track. Go fuck yourself. You told us when we wanted the Epstein files, we don't need your votes anymore. Hey, wish granted. Remember that?
Notice how the Epstein files are the talking point for the left. You know, notice how every single Democrat voted to release the Epstein files. This is why. Trump was right. It's a hoax. The only reason they wanted the Epstein files was to be released was to weaponize it against Trump, split the party, and divide and conquer. This is what that looks like. This is why Tucker Carlson, Thomas Massey, Nick Fuentes, Dave Smith, this is why they cannot shut the fuck up about the Epstein files. The Democrats knew that anything in the Epstein files that was going to get any of them convicted was destroyed a long time ago. They knew that. That's why they voted to release it. You really think the people would vote to release something that would put them in jail? You think that they're that dumb? I think they're dumb. But do you really think that the Democrat Party was like, let's release the thing that is going to put us in jail? You're fucking retarded if you think they did that on purpose. There's nothing in there. That doesn't mean it didn't exist at one point. That doesn't mean that Epstein never did anything wrong. It doesn't mean anything like that. It means there's nothing in the Epstein files that is going to lead to a conviction of any powerful figures. The only thing it's going to do is divide the party and create this division.
Remember in July of 2020?
By the way, Trump never ran on the Epstein files. It was brought up twice. It was never in his campaign speeches. It was never a promise of his campaign. He arrested Jeffrey Epstein in his first administration, and he released the files that he had in his second administration. This is not a broken promise. Donald Trump never ran on the Epstein files.
When Trump said, if you want the Epstein files, you're not a real supporter. I don't want your vote. Hey, wish granted, pal. Wish granted.
All right, enough of this. All right, we get it. You're a Democrat. But let's take a look at this right here. Young Republican. All right, I wonder how people will respond when I post. This is on Instagram. This is in my comment section. I wonder how people will respond when I post your 2 mugshots. I didn't realize there was another one. If you have another one, that would be great. I'd love to see it. One for assault and battery on a 60-year-old woman in Massachusetts. That never happened. The other for intoxicated driving in Austin, Texas. That did happen. And I also heard there's a chance you had child pornography charges. You see what they're doing here? They know that I'm filing a lawsuit, and they have done their research, and they know that it's bullshit. So now they're adding in the caveat, there's a chance you had child pornography charges. Okay, let's address these one by one. Assault and battery on a 60-year-old woman. My followers already know. I was jumped by 3 thugs, black, big dudes. One of them was over 60. Right? I defended myself. I went to court. He got fucking roasted on the stand. He had his own assault and battery charge pending. And he had assault and battery with a deadly weapon. He had a rap sheet as thick as this fucking notebook. He was a piece of shit. And I'm glad I beat the fuck out of him when he tried to attack me. Him and his 2 friends. Fuck him. Not a 60-year-old woman. The other, for intoxicated driving in Austin. I did drink and drive. I do not do it anymore. I think it's stupid. I Uber now. I have learned my lesson. 7 years ago, 8 years ago, actually, I think 8, I was 32-ish, still no excuse. I should have known better, but we all make mistakes. I think that I can be forgiven. I also wasn't convicted of that, right? I had a good lawyer. And I got a obstruction of a highway. But I'll admit it, right? I don't know if they're gonna. I think double jeopardy. I'm fine. And then obviously the child pornography charges. Right now we've gone through this before, but let's do it again. Look at what they are trying to do to me. This is a fake accusation. It takes 5 seconds of research to debunk this, right? Grok said that I was arrested for child porn charges on October 25th, bond set at 10K, posted, case number 2024CR11423. I've looked this up on live on the Bexar County website. It's not there. I was also posting on October 25th and 26th and 24th regularly. I was even doing videos. It was very clear that I was not in jail. But look how many people do this. These all get bookmarked for the lawsuit. They're all bookmarked, every one of them. I believe my lawyers have already sent out a demand letter to XAI. I'm pretty sure that they have, last I checked. But they are flooding this lie in every single fucking comment, every post, because they want somebody to believe it, right? It's like calling Charlie Kirk a Nazi, hoping somebody shoots the Nazi. They're calling me a pedophile, hoping somebody shoots the pedophile, right? That's all. That's the only reason they're doing it. And these people, a lot of them, and you know this if you watch Hate Mail Thursdays, they are on the right. I mean, do we have hate mail? Do we have the Hate Mail Thursday tally here? Let me see. Oh, it's under one of these notebooks. There we go. I think Hate Mail Thursday. I think Alex is destroying me. Anyway, Hate Mail Thursday, we go through my hate mail, and we try to see if these people are on the right or the left. And it is overwhelmingly groypers. Groypers, woke right, whatever you want to call them. I don't know where the fuck that went, but whatever. So, we have people on our, quote, our side, people that, have been on Patrick Bet-David and fucking, Tucker Carlson and what have you, and they're being propped up as conservatives, right-wingers, MAGA, America First, etc. They're engaging in doxing, propaganda. They're promoting Gavin Newsom for president. They're saying they can't wait for the Democrats to win. They're actively trying to, they're accelerationists that are actively trying to fast forward the destruction of America by electing Marxist socialists. And they're constantly voting against the Trump agenda, right? Like, hold on, let's go back to this. Whoops, sorry. Here we go. Which member of the GOP voted against his own party the most in Congress since Trump took office? Thomas Massie. He is most frequently voted against his party since Donald Trump took office in January 2017 and in recent sessions in this term as well. So he's saying that he's the most conservative member of Congress. He's voting against the Trump agenda, right? Now, he can say Trump's not conservative. You can make that argument. But Trump got the most votes from conservatives than any other president in history. And if you believe in the Constitution, you believe in representative government. And if you believe in representative government, you understand that it's not about what you, our public servant, believes. This is a country for the people, by the people. That's us, not you. Thomas Massie thinks that he knows better than you. He thinks that he knows better than the GOP. He thinks that he is better than the system. All right? And if you think that he's right, fine. Fine. You vote for him. Okay? But if you think that he is America first when he is voting against the agenda that will keep Democrats out of power, knowing that Democrats are socialist, Marxist, communists who will destroy America, you're a fucking idiot. And fuck you. It's fuck you Friday. Fucking, it's insane to me that people don't understand. Look, you can not like the way Congress is structured. You can say that they're all corrupt. You'd be right about that. The vast majority of them are corrupt. But it's the system that we have, right? So if you're an accelerationist that wants to destroy the system and bring on anarchy, right, by electing Democrats, right? If you want the entire country to look like New York City, Seattle, Chicago, right? Cool. Don't call yourself a conservative if that's what you want, or if that's what your voting record will lead to. You are not a conservative if you are voting with Democrats, period. But I saw something in the... No. Fuck you. Fuck you Friday. Fuck you. You are not a conservative if you are voting with Democrats. I'll say that as slow as possible for Massie. You're not. Right? Period. You see how you blanket the entire left? The entire left should be blanketed. Fucking idiot. You fucking moron. This stupid cunt in the chat. This is exactly what Viva Frey was trying to do. It's like, oh, you're no better than... Yeah. I know. I'm using their tactics against them. Know your enemy. You should read The Art of War, right? Why don't you go sit the fuck down in your fucking safe space and get your security blanket and shut the fuck up. You motherfuckers, you are so not ready for this fucking fight. You are not... If you are not equipped to win the war of words, what the fuck do you think is going to happen when the real war happens? You will fucking lose. You are not ready for this fight. Oh, your words, your language, shut the fuck up. You absolute cunt. You think I care about fucking hurting your feelings? You think I care about blanketing the left? I blanketed the left. Yeah, I did. Absolutely, I did. They are complicit in their ideology. Their ideology leads to the destruction of America. If you ask somebody on the left, like everybody on the left, pretty much every single person, if Obama was a good president, they'll be like, yeah, they should be blanketed because they are in the blanket category. Fucking tyranny. You want to preach to the minority? Go fuck yourself. I don't know if you took the time to watch the end of this video. Yes, see, yeah, people are at least starting to realize. Oh, fucking Brad, you need to shut the fuck up. Brad, you've been disappointing me lately. I like you, but you're again, you are not ready for this fucking fight. Jesus Christ. I only have about, what, 8 months to wake you cunts up? I'll give it my best shot. Trust me, it's not going to be done with kind words. No. I'm not going to say 5 more minutes until you're ready for school. And then when you roll over and go back to bed, I'm going to be like, "Okay, honey," and gently shake you awake. I'm going to grab a bucket of ice water and I'm going to throw it on you because that's what it takes. Mean words. Fuck you. I really need that button. I need that button. Fuck you, Friday. Fuck you, Friday. Fuck you, Friday. Fuck you, Friday. All right. Should we do the news? No. Oh, shit. 7:58. That rant went on for an hour. All right. Let's see what else we got real quick before we get out of here. I got to limit this show to about an hour. Let's just go to my page because I always post everything that we should be talking about. Anyway, Nicki Minaj may actually be a force multiplier in the midterms, believe it or not. I think I severely underestimated her clout, right? Like, I think I did, because I'm not seeing a few people on social media saying that they're changing their status from Democrat to Republican because Nicki Minaj told them to. I'm seeing a lot. And this person brings up a good point. Imagine changing your whole political ideology because a singer you like said so, right? I agree with this wholeheartedly. I do not like the fact that people are so easily manipulated. However, just like I told you with this whole fucking you guys want to lose based on your fucking principles and your morality. You want to lose based on your now look, I'm happy to lose if it means that in order to win, we have to lose our moral compass, right? If we have to lie, cheat, and steal to win, it's not worth winning. If we have to weaponize the government and steal votes and violate the Constitution, that's my hard line. My hard line is if we have to violate the Constitution in order to win, we shouldn't win. We don't deserve to win if we have to do that. But if Nicki Minaj has a cult, just like Taylor Swift has a cult, and she tells her people to vote for Trump and vote in the midterms and change their party affiliation to Republican, and they do, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with having the queen of rap bring the black vote up 1%, 2%, 3%. If the black vote is increased by 5%, we win every election. So I'm okay with bending the rules. I'm not okay with breaking them. The rules of morality. I don't think that we should turn away these idiots because a singer told them to change their party affiliation and now they're going to vote with us. No. This is not the same thing as taking on Nick Fuentes' followers and bringing them into the party. This is taking disenfranchised black people who are admitting that they were lied to. Let's find one, right? I bet you will find one. What did they call them? Barbs? Is it called barbs? Barbs? I think that's what it's called. MAGA and barbs uniting across my timeline is generally beautiful, right? Nicki Minaj barbs posts about waking up how awful the Democrats are. Nothing like nice comments from, let's find out. Let's do this just like Hate Mail Thursday. Let's find out if this is a legitimate account, right? I'm reading nothing but nice comments from Trump supporters. I promise, I thought Trump people were racist because that's how it seemed. I feel like Twilight Zone RN. Y'all nice and y'all funny like the Barbs, and y'all like Nikki. Oh, it's a win in my book, right? 11,600 followers. New Orleans, 214,000 posts. Joined in March 2009. Looks like a real account to me. Definitely a real person. This is a real human being that is saying, I was lied to by the Democrat Party. Trump supporters are welcoming me in, and we are waking up. This is a walk away movement. This is a walk away movement from the Democrat Party. We should encourage it. We shouldn't dismiss them because they're easily manipulated and they're coming over here because Nicki Minaj told them to. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'll take it. Ooh. Oh, shit. I told Thomas Massie I was going to throw this in his fucking face every chance I got. And I'm loving where this is going. All right. Well, it's up from 19% to 48% in just over a week. And I understand that the betting market is not a poll. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it's a reflection of the political environment. What I am saying is Thomas Massie used the betting market to try to manipulate people into thinking that because people were betting on him before Ed Galbraith even really launched his campaign, that he was going to win. And what I said was, the volume is low, and I can manipulate that by 10% with a $1,000 bet, and I did. And then he clapped back at me and said, you should get your money back, and now look at it. All right? My bet probably has doubled in a week. So I could cash out now and probably get a $2,000. I'm taking it to the hoop though. If I win, I'm getting $4,000 in November. And I'm gonna win. What else was there? Let's do 10 more minutes because we started 5 minutes late. All right. We covered that. We already covered Elijah Schaffer. Yes, we talked about this on the weekly breakdown with Sean. Amnesty is a dead issue. MAGA must be united in saying absolutely fucking not. Call your congressman, tell them absolutely not. We are not giving amnesty to illegals. That would be silly. Trump ran on deporting illegals, not giving amnesty to illegals. The Dignity Act is fucking retarded. Here, let's go with Tommy. Tommy did a great job here.
We should just deport the worst of the worst. Once again, the left sent out its domestic terrorism wing, and some conservatives, the weak and spineless fake conservatives, have assumed their natural position, the fetal position. They're throwing around the idea that perhaps ICE, DHS, and President Trump should abandon the mission in the naive hope the left may be less inclined towards violence. We don't negotiate with terrorists, sorry. But my favorite voices in all of this are the various church leaders.
Okay, but I think we wrapped it up in that last thing. We do not negotiate with terrorists. You do not get to dox ICE and terrorize them and threaten to shut down the government and hold this country hostage, and then we go, all right, fine. We'll give some of them amnesty. That it leads to nothing but bad things. All right, let's go a little further and then we will wrap it up. Grifter playbook. Elijah's I don't know if this is an old one or a current one, but Elijah Schaffer cheats on his wife. Fucking hooks up with his fucking coworker. Gets canceled and then makes a GoFundMe. It's the fucking grifter playbook. Yeah. This is
who are picking up the jalapeno peppers or the oranges or the berries or the ones in the dairy houses. Come on. Those people are helping us eat better, cheaper homes, cheaper vegetables, and better fruits. So
No, this is a leftist talking point. You're promoting slave labor in America. You're saying that these people are cheap. These people are less than. So let's give them amnesty. No, kick them the fuck out. Tell them to apply. If they want amnesty, if they want citizenship, they can apply. If that's how this system works. You don't get, like Sean and I were talking about. Sean did a great job with this analogy. You don't get to break into somebody's house and then ask to be their roommate. That's not how it works, right? You get the fuck out of the house. And then you can maybe send a letter, be like, "Hey man, I really enjoy your place. Would you like a roommate?" And they might say, "You know what? Sure." And they might say, "No." But you don't get to break in and then stay. That's not how this works. Yeah, and I don't like this messaging. Oh, fucking shocker. I don't like this messaging at all, and I'm loving the fact that people are calling him out for it. It's not a call to sanctuary city, it's called harboring criminal fugitives. We want all. No sanctuary for any and all. All. Zero. None. Any. No sanctuary. The fact that this is even up for debate is insane. Is this fake or serious? All. Change this word to all. A-L-L. I'm a huge fan of Stephen Miller. I love what he's doing. This is the wrong move. All. Yes, I use polls a lot to make a point, prove a point, show a trend, but this talking point that Trump's approval rating is 41%, which means he's unpopular, is fucking retarded, right? The polls said Hillary Clinton would win. The polls said Kamala Harris would win. Polls don't tell you the truth. They do tell you sometimes, if you know how to read them, a trend. Other than that, they're fucking useless. The only poll that matters is the one on election day. By the way, Trump's approval rate, it's 2 points up than it was in the last term. He'll be fine. The highest approval rating was 50% by Obama, right? Or actually, I'm sorry, it was George Bush, but that was after 9/11. It was right after 9/11. He had like a 90% approval rating because he was like, "Hey, you know that guy that just killed 3,000 people? I'm going to kill him." And people were like, "I approve of this." That's the reason. But Trump's approval rating, it's on par with most presidents. It's between 40 and 50% usually. Polls don't mean shit. All right. I think we are pretty much wrapping it up. This is a good move, right? DHS has launched wowdhs.gov, so Americans can see the aliens we're arresting, their crimes, and the communities they removed them from. So this is basically a site that you can go to, right? Let's see what happens when you type in rape. Sexual assault, possession of weapon, rape. This guy from Mexico, rape. This guy from Afghanistan, rape. This guy from Mexico, kidnap adult to sexually assault. This is genius. Absolutely genius. Right? Everybody should go to this website and do a bunch of screenshots and just fucking chuck them in any retard who says that we shouldn't deport these people's comment section. Rape. Rape. Sodomy. Rape. How? Amnesty? Amnesty? Oh, we're not talking about the rapist. We're talking about the abuela. Okay. How about no? How about no? No, because I'm sure that fucking Cheyenne Kalal will say, "Hey, you just gave me an inch. I'm going to take a mile. Fucking idiots. Idiots. We need to fucking get our head in the game. We have the midterms. That is the only fucking thing you should be focusing on. The only thing you should be focusing on is the midterms. You should be putting 90% of what you're talking about into, does this help us win the midterms, right? Now, that can be calling out the woke right? That can be, focusing on other things, right? As long as it's geared towards helping us win the midterms. What am I talking about? I'm calling out Thomas Massey, all right? Because I want that. I think that that's the most dangerous seat right now for us. I think that it's much more important to get rid of a toxic member of the GOP who is going to bring down the whole system, like as a whole, like the GOP, because he's creating all this division, than the left, who I already know what they're doing, right? They're a cult. They're in lockstep, right? We need to clean up our own house. We still have to focus on the primary races, but we still have to focus on the swing state races. We still have to try to take back more seats, but it's very important we focus on that problem too. All right, let's do the shout outs. You got to go to work, unfortunately. All right. I'm only shouting out the Rumble chat. So whoever this person is that's, putting a bunch of comments in, which I haven't really read, I've skimmed. You better go over to Rumble if you want me to shout you out. But we have On the Edge. Amnesty, if they commit to voting Republican, would end that crap. Amnesty, if they all register as Republicans. That would be funny. That would be a funny way. I still wouldn't approve of it, but it would be a funny way to troll the left. It would be unconstitutional, but Eden X is in here. All right, On the Edge, Eden. We got AP Unfiltered, Star Spangled Savage, TPH14, 7 Legion Studios, and Georgia Mom 2015. I wonder why the X chat doesn't pop up in here. I'm only shouting out the Rumble regardless, but I don't know why that happens. X live viewer count is not available for X. Weird. Anyway, I'm off to work. It's Friday, so I will see you maybe on Monday. As I said before, until I can figure out how to retire, I have to focus on my real job before I do podcasts. But maybe Monday. Maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. Maybe any day. But if I am here, it'll be at 7 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Eastern.